Good morning, folks. Welcome back to week two of the Great Distance Learning Experiment. Um, Hope you survived week one pretty well. We had our ups and downs, I know, but I think that we were able to make it through, and hopefully we learned a thing or two. Week two is going to look a little different. Week two is going to be set up in such a way that instead of kind of having a daily lesson and end activity, we are going to more or less kind of give you a project here to work on for the first few days of the week, and then we're going to get ready for a little test on our unit at the end of the week. So you are going to get asked to do an energy resources project. And so I want to talk through what that's going to look like and what that should be. Um, Essentially, you're going to do a Google presentation. And hopefully we can have some fun with it, be creative with it, and learn a little on the way. I want you to choose a topic from one of the renewable energy resources that we introduced last week. It could be hydroelectric, it could be tidal, it could be solar, hydrogen fuel cells, geothermal, or biomass. If one of those in particular strikes your fancy, then you choose that one. Otherwise, flip a coin and uh, take your pick. What the project is going to require, and I don't want to overwhelm you with this, but we're going to make some slides, but not a ridiculous number of slides. This is not intended to be a half-hour presentation at all. We're looking for 7 to 12 slides total. All right. One of those is just going to be your title slide, where you just kind of put your name, class period, and so forth, and introduce your topic. Um, Now, some of these slides will kind of blend in with one another a little bit. What is it? Where does it come from? How does it work? And getting into the science behind it. Um, it can look different depending on what your topic is, but those are kind of the meat of what we want to get at for a few slides there. Each of these energy resources has its advantages and disadvantages, and so we want you to do a slide about those and introduce kind of what works and what doesn't for each of the different energy resources. We want to take a look at how much of it is used now and maybe where is it going in the future. Are we going to be using this energy resource more or less, or um, stay the same? And then for some of you, an optional extra slide might have to do with, well, what are some of the uh, cutting edge technologies that are now being introduced into your topic, or what are some other applications that your topic can be used for? And then one slide for a short bibliography. So you're probably wondering, well, how do I do this, and how do I make it something that Mr. Call and your family should be proud of? Well, first of all, answer the questions and include all the slides that are assigned on the slide that I just gave you, and you'll have access to this as well. Um, Summarize information into your own words. This is not an exercise in just cutting and pasting. I know you can all do that. Um, but again, it doesn't have to be long worded sentences and essays. Okay, bullet points are just fine. We want you to keep it short and really pretty compact. The intent is just to get the basics of the information there. We're not looking for a long drawn out presentation. You should always include diagrams, pictures, graphs, etc. At least one for each slide. Okay, because appearance really does count in something like this. There are all kinds of good graphics that you can use that will enhance your project. And for your bibliography, again, I just want to keep it simple. You can just put down the websites that you use to find your information and pictures on. Now, to submit your project, I know we had all kinds of issues last week with some of the Google Docs thing, and Schoology is not accepting Google Docs submissions between like 10:30 in the morning and 1:30 in the afternoon. It's a little bit of a mess. I think we can do this easily by submitting it through the assessments assignment that is on Schoology for you right now. All I want is a shareable link to your project. when that time comes. If you aren't sure how to make a shareable link, I'll put a little video and how to do that for your presentation. But that's the way we're going to shoot for trying to turn this one in, and hopefully we dodge some of those issues that Schoology and Google Docs are having right now. All right, so if we take a look at the upcoming week, today I'm really kind of hoping that we're diving into a topic. Pick something that you want to research, one of those that I mentioned, find out about it, make a few slides, and then that's going to continue here for the next few days. Now, the attendance feature has kind of changed a little bit, so don't be too worried about that. I will have a short little response for you to put in, but really, for the most part, for the first few days this week, it's all about working on this presentation. We also will start doing a little review as the week comes to an end. I'll have a practice test. I'll probably put the practice test up on Wednesday. And we'll go through some more things. I'll have a little review video on Thursday as well. Friday, we'll take our unit test. And by the end of the week, I hope that we have all of our all of our presentations submitted as well. Hope you're doing well, and hang in there. We'll get through it. Thanks.